All Amaris would have to do is get his 4th Dragoons into the city in force and his coup would be secure. However, Stefan had himself a problem. The goddamn Black Watch. Let me tell you about the Black Watch. In the purest terms, the Black Watch was no joke. They were not a parade unit. They were not a propaganda piece to scare people into leaving the royal family alone. The Black Watch was not a bauble or a plaything. They were a ruthlessly loyal fighting force dedicated to their duty. They were a hardened group of warfighting experts given the finest equipment humanity could muster, along with the best training of any regiment in the Inner Sphere. They had a single duty, which they took very seriously. That duty was to protect the royal family. The royal family which Stefan had just decided to harm. When one of Stefan's idiot goons managed to trip an alarm in the throne room and get vaporized in the process, the Black Watch was alerted, activated, and immediately went into battle. Amaris had ensured his best were armed and equipped for the task at hand. For months and months, they had brought equipment and personnel to the region and trained for this day. Amaris' forces had in fact drawn up extensive plans to kill every last member of the Black Watch and trained exhaustively for a very long time to accomplish this singular mission with high efficiency. Unfortunately for them, though, the Black Watch was the stuff of legend. Immediately after the alarm was tripped, Amaris' goons almost lost their initiative as the first wave of royal defense troops jump-packed onto the roof of the palace and tried to breach to slay all opposition. While Amaris had the foresight to cause an HPG blackout, cutting communications off-world, the palace's alarm systems were sterner stuff. As first responders, the Black Watch Marine Infantry proceeded to assault the throne room, while the rest of the Black Watch powered up their equipment at nearby Fort Cameron. Meanwhile, the 4th Amaris Dragoons commander had a problem. He needed to get his main forces to the palace in Unity City, where Amaris' bodyguard was desperately fighting against the Black Watch Marine Infantry. The main issue was that between his position and Amaris' was the Black Watch garrison, which was now on full alert. With the nuclear strike wiping out most of Fort Cameron, remaining SLDF forces in the capital were down to just the Black Watch commander Hanne Schmidt and her 8 mech warriors. Colonel Hanne Schmidt was hard as nails, and she knew her forces were the only thing in the way to stop Amaris' 4th Dragoons from entering the city in full force. She decided to stop them for as long as humanly possible. Every second she held might grant the Black Watch Marine Infantry time to kill Amaris. Every minute might give a chance to reverse the communications blackout and get an alert broadcast to the Inner Sphere at large. Every minute might give the royal family time to escape. So Hanne Schmidt took her mech warriors into hell to buy time. And amazingly, for a time, she stopped the 4th Amaris Dragoons dead.
Alarms ring, they sing of deceit. Black Watch Marines are breaching the palace. The thunder of bombs line the streets. Fort Cameron's gone, brothers and sisters slain. Those in Unity City are all that remain. Of great resolve, the Black Watch is their name. They'll answer the call, even when a star's fury falls. The Black Watch is their name. They'll never withdraw.
So began the final stand of the legendary Black Watch. They knew no fear but a job undone. No matter what Amaris' lead forces threw at the Black Watch, they kept coming. They'd nuked their base, and still, some of them had survived.
The sun sets on the throne of the Star League. The 4th Dragoons close in for the kill. 9 Black Watch Hunters dropped hellfire across the flats. When the dust clears from the Black Watch's last stand, nothing is left save a Highlander sand.
As most historians will say, the Black Watch was typically destroyed that day, except for a handful of the regiment that still escaped all of that and survived. Yes, the Black Watch is that hard to kill. Nukes are merely inconvenient.